morning. Oh, hang on, turning off. So I'm just jumping on this morning to say hello and welcome to my vlog. It's February half term and I've just managed to sneak out of the house for a little hour just to come and do my jobs for my grandma, and I'm going back to pick the rabble up so we can go out for the day. It's rainy and drizzly and miserable again, but I'm sick of being in the house and everyone's been a little bit poorly this week. So Rob's been off with like some kind of bug. It's like a sore throat and headache combo, but it's pretty disgusting and just a bit yuck. It's just full on cold mixed with that. Ewan's had it. I feel like I'm getting it, my throat really hurts, and yeah, we're just trying to make the best of a really drizzly and horrible February half term. So we're going to go to the shops in Halifax and have a wander down there, and then we are going to have a crafty afternoon, I think, back home where it's nice and warm. I've got the most ridiculously oversized spot on my chin, and I'm pretty sure it's like one of those stupid hormonal ones, but it's really rather annoying. I've tried to cover it up, but I think I've touched it a little bit too much and knocked the makeup off already. So my grandma's been fine this morning. I went in though and her neighbour's doing some work and they've not told her that they were doing the work, so it's very noisy in there today. So I'm trying to have a conversation and I'm quite soft spoken anyway, so it were like trying to shout over the drilling or hammering or whatever were going on next door. My grandma's like, they must be replacing the fireplace or something. I'm like, yeah, we'll probably see in a minute when they come through the wall, because it was that noisy. Yeah, it's getting a bit cold in the car, so I am going to drive home and hope that they are ready to go out. I've left him with Rob. I don't know if I've already said that, but Rob's off sick, so he is being dragged out whether he likes it or not, because the fresh air will do him good. So I'm going to hope that they're dressed and they're ready to go, and we're going to have a nice day out in Halifax. Well, a couple of hours, maybe not a full day. Depends on how the rain is, because it's pretty rainy right now. Okay, so in other news, it's Thursday, and again, I'm not filming on the days that I thought we would, but yesterday was a complete write-off because everyone just felt a bit disgusting from this cold thing that's doing the rounds in the house. So we didn't film anything yesterday, and they just basically played games all day. We were pestering each other to play, or they were playing a little bit of Xbox Minecraft and all that kind of thing. We're very much a gaming family. We like to have a game. We definitely need the fresh air today because nobody's left the house in days. We're going to go do that. I will see you in a little bit. I might take you with me and might do some filming, depends on what's going on in Halifax, because I know the Peace Hall normally has something on over the half terms. I think it's tractor related this time, so if they've got that actually running, I don't know if it's at the weekend, but if they've got the tractor thing running, I'll try and show you a few little bits that we see and we can do. So with that, I'm going to sign out for the moment. Now we've done our little hello and welcome to vlog number 6. Is this number 6? Could be 6, could be 7. I don't know. I've lost count. But yeah, February half term. Woo! Let's go holiday. I'll see you in a little bit. That looks like a good ice cream, Delilah. Is it tasty? Where are we? We're in the Peace Hall, aren't we? In the Peace Hall, we've just had the most amazing pizza. And now Delilah's got the biggest ice cream. And here we go. Look what Ewan's got. What have Ewan's got?
I got strawberry.
Ooh, that looks amazing. Is it good?
Yeah.
Yum yum. taking a long time to slide, babe.
Stop!
We'll get unstuck.
Last thing! You've got your hands on, you know? It's like this.
Yeah, the last time we spoke was Thursday, and I was just explaining what we were going to do for the day and what the plans were for the rest of the week because it was the school holidays. So we are at the end of the school holidays. I have just dropped the kids off at school and they're actually happy to go in for a change. Delilah has a new teacher for the new term, which is brilliant. We are fully approving of this teacher, and I'm hoping that we're going to have some more luck and better education and more comfortable surroundings for us to be in and all the rest of it. But that's a different story and we're leaving that well alone. Thursday, we went to Halifax. Halifax was wonderful. We go every now and again. We're not a huge into the whole shopping thing. It's not my favourite thing to do. We had the most lovely trip to Halifax. We parked at the wool shops and we had a little walk around town, and we got a few craft bits which I'll show you first, or some of the things first. So we went initially to get the kids some craft stuff, but then I saw loads of really cute things, and I have always had a soft spot for stationery. I don't know many people who don't have a soft spot for stationery, but I love it. But I've seen these really cute stickers. So I decided in a moment of, well, why the hell not? I got myself some stickers and I got myself a little pack of like scrapbook papers. So there are little floral cutouts and like stamps. They're very cute. Really cute. Let's see if I can pull a couple out. So we're getting stuff like paper flowers and cute little tickets, and I just thought, excuse me, I just thought they'd be really beautiful in my journal. Now, normally I stick to writing and writing alone, as you can see, but I've seen so many people do this and I just had a moment of, well, why can't I do that? So I've decided to start. So my first little decorated page is this one, where I'm going to list, I've set myself a goal of 50 books for the year. So this is going to just be like a little reading record in the middle of my diary. And I've made it look really pretty. And every time I've written, since I've bought the little craft things, I also bought some stamps and ink and stuff like that as well. But every time I've put an entry in the diary, journal, whatever you want to call it, I've decorated it a little bit just to make it look cuter and to get some more creativeness flowing and all the rest of it, and it looks really pretty and I'm really enjoying it, so that's a fun thing to do. I'm really glad I went into the works, and I need to go more often because they have some gorgeous things for the kids and for anyone crafty or who's into reading, obviously. Anyway, the next thing we did in Halifax was walk to the Peace Hall from where the wool shops were, and we passed the sweetest little graphic novel / comic book shop. And I'm not kidding you, it was full of incredible things. Like, I've never been one for a graphic novel before, but they had so many different ones, and I fell victim to the graphic novel of To Kill a Mockingbird. This is incredible, and again, a book on the ever-growing list of things to read in my head. It was one I've wanted to read for ages, but then I saw it in a graphic novel and the pictures are stunning and it kept me hooked. Literally read it in a couple of hours. So we got back probably about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock maybe. And by the time 10 o'clock had rolled round, 10:30 when I was thinking about going to bed, I'd finished that book. And that was with stopping to do jobs in between as well. So I think I could possibly be adding graphic novels to my reading list a little bit more often, because this was incredible. I really loved it and I cannot recommend this more. So apparently there's a fair few classics in the graphic novel kind of style. So if you're like me and your attention is easily swayed, but you really have it in your head that you want to read a classic, I can wholeheartedly recommend getting a graphic novel to try out. This was brilliant and it's kind of sparked my reading again, because since then I finished Little Women. So you'll see it's showing I'm about halfway through, but the second book is in there. So I've started Good Wives, which is the second book. I've also started Anne of Green Gables and instantly fallen in love with this. Instantly. It's fun and it's wonderful and it's just lovable, and I think it's going to be another comfort read just like Little Women. So I'm going through this quite quickly, so I'm expecting to have that finished within a couple of days, and then I'll move on to the next one and read Little Women, well, Good Wives, slowly in the background. So yeah, definitely recommend a graphic novel, and if you are looking to read Kill a Mockingbird, definitely try this one out. It is so lovely. It is just, what a book. What a book. So yeah, really loved that one. We have also had sunshine for the past 3 days, and I don't know what's going on, but it's making me very excited for spring. I cannot wait for longer days and sunnier moments and moments full of flowers and having hands in the dirt and all the rest of it. Had a little bit of a disaster overnight. My propagator, little plastic greenhouse thing, was blown over by the wind. I think I've saved most of the seeds, but I did lose a few. They were literally upside down all over the patio. So we've had to clear that up this morning. That was not a nice thing to have to wake up to on a Monday morning. It broke my heart a little bit, but it's nothing we can't fix, and it's very early in the season, so everything that was in there can be replanted, and I do have seeds of everything that were in there because I didn't put the full packets in, not to my knowledge anyway. So I will double plant things just in case that I have lost more than I realise. I've got a couple of bits that I want to resow anyway. After somebody ate the tops off all the sprouting broccoli that I'd planted, she just decided to have a nibble. So that was good. Yeah, and in other news, I have just had my delivery of things from Asda. Haven't opened it yet, so I'm going to do that now. Had to do an order because my bestest, most favourite pair of jeans got a hole in. So where the pocket is on the butt, so the butt pocket, I must have caught it and the hole started out quite small, but then I must have caught it again and the hole got very large very quickly. But they're literally my favourite jeans ever. They were just gorgeous. So I've had to buy a couple more pairs, which is hence the haul. Yeah. I didn't think they were too bad. I've got them in different colours this time as well. So I've got some wide leg denim jeans. They were £20. So they're just to replace the ones that I had. I didn't have them in that colour before. And then I've picked another couple of things up just to kind of like fill up my wardrobe for spring. I loved these. Look, it's got the tiniest, cutest little daisy embroidery on the sleeve. £7 for that one, and I just thought like under cardigans and stuff. They had a green one in a pack of two, but I didn't really want two that were the same. So yeah, did that. What are these ones? These are the darker ones in the wide leg. They're also 20. So they're just, again, replacing. Bought this cardigan. To me it was very cottagecore. It's got really cute little lacy sleeves on it. And it looks really nice actually. In fact, so nice, I might wear that one today. That was £19. So that's lovely. Oh man. They've sent me 2 lots of shoes. I didn't need 2 lots of shoes. Okay, that's new. I'll have to check my receipt on that one. So, we'll open both pairs then. I got myself some trainers for spring because they're decently priced trainers. Let's see. That, and they have a little bit of a platform on. I thought they'd look quite nice with the wide leg jeans, which they look like they've sent me. Something's gone wrong with this order. I haven't ordered all this. So I've got some just simple flat pumps because I'm sick of wearing the same thing over and out again. They were £18. I'm going to have to check my receipt for this because I did not buy all this. So yeah, they've doubled up on that for some reason. Bought myself a new pair of skinny jegging type things, although that waistband is slightly disappointing. I thought they were just like a normal jegging waistband. That looks ridiculous. I don't think I'm happy with them. I might try them on and see because, I mean, people don't see my waistband anyway. I'm not one to show my middle off. What else did we buy? Oh, apparently I bought another set of wide-legged jeans. This order's gone wrong. They're exactly the same as that other pair. Also got this gorgeous like cream jumper with the red details, so hearts and strawberries, I think. Hearts and strawberries. Thought that was quite cute. And a raglan style t-shirt top, although that looks pretty short in the body and I don't do crop tops. I'm gonna have to check that order. Oh, and yeah, sorry, I don't know if you can see them. They're kind of like loafer loafer style shoes to go with the skinny jeans. I am just gonna have a look at my George order. I did not order 2 pairs of the same trousers and 2 pairs of the same jeans. Oh no, apparently I did. Right, well, I'll be sending some of those back. No, the order didn't go wrong, as they haven't got it wrong. I got it wrong. How I managed to put 2 pairs of things in, I'm not entirely sure. And how I didn't spot that was beyond me. So, yeah, I think I'm going to have to try some stuff on and maybe take a couple of bits back, seeing as yeah, I don't need 2 of everything, do I? I definitely don't need 2 pair of trainers. The jeans will probably come in handy because I do love that style of jean, they're my favourites. So I might keep the second pair of jeans, but I don't need another pair of trainers. Wow, okay, I've messed up there, haven't I? Anyway, I'm going to go put these somewhere for later and I am going to pop off to see my grandma now. The kids are playing outside, that's quite nice. I don't think they've had a playtime outside for ages, but anyway, I've got to go do some shopping for my grandma. Yeah, let's go do Monday things. I'm back. We're still on Monday. I'm coming to kind of finish the vlog off at this moment in time because I've got to get edited and get it up and posted before release tomorrow. So I've been to my grandma's this morning, did all my usual jobs and her shopping, and I also managed to totally forget that the oven cleaning guy was coming. So I've got a lovely sparkly cleaning oven, but he did have to wait for me to get here. I'd totally forgotten about it. But in my defence, I wasn't the one who booked it, and Rob didn't remind me, and I hadn't put it on the calendar or anything. Or maybe I did and I just didn't realise. But anyway, the oven cleaner guy did come. I have a sparkling oven, so now maybe we can do some nice baking shots when I get around there. Speaking of baking, yesterday, on my moments of pottering around, doing washing and baking, and I think I made some random jam as well. And I call it jam loosely because it's more like a syrup, because it's not thick and it's not spreadable. It's more kind of drippy because I never made it properly. I never do. I throw things together. It's just how it works. Sometimes it's more solid than others, and other times I've used completely the wrong sugar. But anyway, it tastes nice, and that's the most important bit. What also tastes nice are these cute little biscuits. I will put some shots in as well, but they're the simplest, sweetest little thing. I just looked up a recipe for jammy dodgers. Really fancied a lemon biscuit. I was feeling very spring mood yesterday, so everything was like blueberry or strawberry or raspberry or lemon. So I made two kinds. Made a lemon one and a raspberry one, and they're very cute. They're very like jammy dodgers as well, but they taste great. Ewan's favourites are the lemon ones, which surprised me actually because he's such a jam lover, and Delilah prefers the raspberry ones. So they were a huge hit. If I remember to post the link to the recipe. The thing is, with recipes again, I tend to find them and change them anyway. So I will put the basic recipe on there if I remember, but I'll put my additions in as well, or because they were meant to have a few more bits in than that, but I was just working what I had, which is quite typical for me. If I can't make something, I'll make it work just with what I've got in the house, because why not? No point in doing an entire trip for a whim. But it were nice to make, so I've made them. I made some jam. What else did I make? I made bread yesterday, which is quite nice. Just had a slice for lunch with some eggs. And what else did I make? I feel like I made something else. Oh, the day before that I made scones, scones if you like, not fruit ones, just plain ones, just because we had a little tiny pot of cream in the she's bringing me bits of plastic again. This is the dog. It's very tiptoeing around, but yeah, so yeah, we had some clotted cream in the fridge still, so I made a small batch of scones to use the cream up, and they went down a treat. I'm not a fan of clotted cream, but Robert loves it, so he'll eat it by the bucket load, which is good. He just needs something to put it on so he doesn't eat it out the tub. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock already. It's almost time to pick the kids up from school, and I feel like the other man took a longer time than I remember it doing the first time. Maybe that's just the disgusting state of my oven. But I just sat and read on a Green Gables whilst he was doing that, because I always feel awkward when you put someone in the house. When someone in the house and you just like, you don't know what to do with yourself. That is me entirely. I don't know what to do with myself, so I'm trying to act normal. But what is normal? Like, really, what is normal to do? And I suppose everyone feels like that to a certain extent. So I try to keep out of the way by sitting in the living room and not wandering into the kitchen too much. I never know whether people want me to talk to them or if they want me to just leave them alone. So I talked to him a little bit. I tried to get like a good balance. And you'll excuse my skin at the moment because I'm having a ridiculous breakout. So I avoided speaking to him for the most part, and I read my book whilst he was here, which was great because I got a few more chapters in of Anne of Green Gables, which is an utter delight to read, by the way, and I'll wholeheartedly recommend reading it if you haven't already. I know I'm probably very late to the party on that one. but it is just a delight. It is just lovely from start to finish. So yeah, that's what I did while he was here. I was also going to do a bit of journaling, but I haven't done that yet. But I think I might do that in this little break between well, now I'm picking the kids up at 3:15. What else were we doing? Yeah, I did briefly show you what I'd ordered from Asda and made a royal mess up on my order. I double ordered a few things. So I now have 2 pairs of the same trainers and 2 pairs of exactly the same jeans. I think I've come to the conclusion that I will keep the extra pair of jeans because I wear jeans to death. So it's what I live in for the most time, and I'm trying to get better and wear different things. And hopefully now the weather's getting a little brighter, I can maybe try some dresses out and maybe some skirts, because I used to wear dresses and skirts literally all the time. And then having kids and having to run after the kids, so like Ewan not so much now, but he used to elope, so he used to run off at random points. So I was finding really unpredictable, or he'd run down the road to a certain extent and then trip and fall, so you'd have to dash after him and pick him up. So wearing a dress or a skirt was not always practical. Like, I'll wear them some days at the moment with leggings, but I'm hoping we're kind of at the point where my wardrobe is not going to be determined by a small child that runs away. Yeah, but it'd be nice to wear more dresses and more skirts, especially now it's getting towards spring, so that would be lovely. But for now, I've bought jeans. I normally wear them to death, but having 2 pairs of the same jeans may help me not wear them to death anymore, because generally speaking I get my favourite pair and then I wear them constantly. I have 2 pairs in rotation and I will literally switch between the 2. I am trying to get better at that, like I say, with the whole wardrobe thing, because one thing vlogging has done for me is really made me look at how I'm taking care of myself. Because I mean, all I have to do is look back on the videos and know that I am not my best all the time, and that's okay. We're not supposed to be at our best all the time. But it would be nice to feel a little bit more put together. So I'm kind of trying to do that at the moment and working out what my style is as well. Because again, after having kids and after you just spend, I don't know, the first 4 or 5 years like throwing on things because they're practical or because it's easy or comfortable. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't think I'll ever wear anything that's uncomfortable. It's just not me. But I can definitely pick more flattering styles for myself, and hairstyles as well. Like, I've swept it up today because it's been so windy, but I know this hairstyle does not suit me as much as wearing my hair down with my fringe like styled. I know that for a fact. I can see it totally. But windy days, it's a must. Tie it back and get it out your face, otherwise it just sticks in your lip gloss or whatever else you've got on your face. So that was a bit of a tangent. I'm gonna finish my cup of tea, and I'm drinking Yorkshire tea, cherry bakewell flavoured tea. So it's a black tea that you put milk in, but it has the most incredible cherry almond scent to it. It's delicious. Really like this one, and I will be purchasing another box because I'm pretty sure I'm nearly done with the box. I think I bought it because it was pink and it was near Valentine's Day, but it really is good tea. I mean, I like Yorkshire tea anyway. I don't think there's been one that they have come out with and I haven't liked. Even the decaf one, which has got like nutmeg in it, that's quite nice as well. So I'm going to drink this and enjoy one of my lovely biscuits. I don't know which one I'm going to have yet. And then I might do some journaling. But for now, happy Monday. Have the most incredible week. And I will hopefully see you Tuesday next week, because I'm going to do some filming for the next vlog starting tomorrow, if I get all my editing done this evening, which I'm hoping to. It works better when I do all the editing on Monday than I start fresh on a Tuesday. And I'm going to go sort this pestery dog out. Hang on. The pestery dog. So, from me and Nancy, and my very lovely cherry flavoured tea, have a lovely week. And if you're getting the weather that we're getting, the sunshine part, not the wind, enjoy it. Get yourself out in the fresh air and soak up as much sun as humanly possible, because it does wonders for your mood. It certainly does for mine. I will see you next week. Have a lovely week.